What's going on, everybody? Scary here with some more magic, and we're gonna be playing Grixis control. This looks like an okay hand. It's a bit slow, but we can keep it. We've got two dual lands. So we've got two gates, the Rakdos and the Guild gates, and we have a mountain and an island as well. Looks like we're playing against maybe some kind of reanimator deck. I don't know. Let's see. I'm not too concerned about taking the one damage too much, so I think let's just get our tap lands out of the way and pass the turn. So I haven't been doing magic videos for a while just because, well, like I said, I've been really busy with work, just getting back into starting to write articles and starting to put more videos out. Speaking of which, if you haven't seen my Dying Light review or first impressions, definitely go check that out. It's on the channel here as well. Definitely thinking of doing some more Let's Plays, but I wouldn't mind some ideas. In fact, the only reason why I'm really getting back into it, despite the limited amount of time that I have, is because you guys have been giving me these great ideas and telling me to keep going. So this is all because of you. So if you have any ideas as to what I should do in the future in terms of what videos I should do, definitely let me know. Well, we've got shock mana up anyway, but it looks like he's got like a really good start, so I'll just play our second tap land and pass the turn. This deck is not bad. It's pretty decent, especially with a good draw to stall out in the early to mid game and then play stuff like Stormbirth Dragon, or some of the other big fatties. Hot Soup can't be blocked. If damage is dealt to it, destroy it. Why would he put it on as 1/1 though? Alright, let's see what we can do here. Should we shock the wolf? Creatures with power less than. Okay. This guy just has an ETB, and then we've got this guy, can't be blocked. Okay, so let's just shock this to take less damage. And then we'll only stand to take 2 instead of 4. Seems good to me. I haven't been too crazy at trying to keep my life total at a reasonable level, just because I feel if I can sort of balance out and how many cards does he have in hand? Just one card in hand, eh? I'm thinking like I really want to play this so that when I play the Mind Rot, when he has an extra card in hand, we can hit him for both cards and we can do 2 damage to him as well. So let's do that. Yeah, I feel like this deck is not that great at dealing with early threats. It's a good deck. It's once you start hitting with the big fatties, I mean, it's fantastic, and we've certainly got the land to be able to do that next turn, so we can start swinging with the Stormbirth Dragon. But if he does happen to have a second card in hand, perhaps like a removal or a pump, I guess, because green doesn't have a lot of removal, we'll probably just Mind Rot him, and it looks like that's what's going to happen. So nothing more fun than to Mind Rot your opponent when he's got 2 cards in hand. So let's play this, and let's actually play this guy as well. Should we go to combat? Yeah, let's go to combat first. Oh no, I want to do this first, because if he does have any kind of pump up or whatever, or like prey upon, we can just get rid of it with this. So we'll just do that. We'll get him to ditch his 2 cards. What did he have? What do you have, good sir? He has, wow, 2 lands. Okay, so at this point he's going to be top decking, and since he's all tapped out here, we're going to go ahead and swing with our Gutter Snipe. Really sweet card. The fact that, you know, whenever you play a spell, he deals 2 damage. There's been a recent update, although I don't know how recent because I've only just started playing Magic again, so it could have been quite a while back, but there's a bunch of foils that I got when I started this game last night, and one of them was, excuse me, Young Pyromancer. And I feel that Young Pyro would be really at home with this deck, because there's not really a token theme, but at the same time it'd be nice to make tokens every time you play spells and at the same time do damage to your opponent. So that's pretty sweet. We're going to play a land, and we're going to play Stormbreath Dragon, and we're going to start crushing in. These guys can't be blocked, but you know what, doesn't matter. I think we're going to win the damage race here at this point. He's not going to have enough damage to kill us next turn, or probably even the turn after, so we do have this just in case. We can gain some life and shuffle up our library. Gotta say that 5 times fast. So he's gonna attack with both, of course. I would hope that he would have some more pump-ups or something like that for guys that can't block. And I've seen this sort of strategy before with the Hot Soup, just playing the last few days. Chasm Skulker. It's pretty good. It's a little bit late, but not too bad. We'll play that post-combat as well as the Elixir. So let's just go to combat and see if he has anything. He's at 8, so I mean 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This might just be the game. Unless he has a fog of some kind or something. No, that's it. Alright, moving on to the next. Alright, so we're back for game 2. This looks pretty good except for the fact that I don't have 3 mana to cast either of my Gutter Snipes. I mean, I've got enough for a shock, I don't have enough for my negate, and I don't have enough for my card draw. For my Think Twice. Do I keep it though? No, I think I'm going to draw a new hand. This is actually a lot better. The Blood Gift Demons are absolutely insane. We'll definitely keep this. Definitely don't want to go down to 6, especially after a hand like this. The Void Snare, or Vapor Snag rather, is going to help us to get rid of something. And the nice thing is this affects permanents. Or sorry, it's just creature. I can't remember what it was that affects permanents as well. But nevertheless, I don't think he's going to be playing anything important. We can just play our tap land, our Guild Gate, and pass the turn. So we draw into a Mind Rot. Pretty sweet, as you saw last game, Mind Rot taking the last 2 cards, although they were lands, but I mean, still pretty good, to be honest. Especially a green deck, try to deprive them of land, it's usually a good strategy. Usually. So what do we have here? Elvish Visionary. Not too worried about that. What do we do? Why don't we play a Black Source, so we have our Ulcerate up, and we'll just pass turn. We'll save this for something really scary if he ends up playing like a Crater Hoof Behemoth or something. My god, I'm getting my words mixed up today. Crater Hoof Behemoth. See, this is what I'm talking about. And I think with that trigger on the stack, which I think is going to happen anyway, we're going to ulcerate this because it's a very dangerous card. This guy, whenever he goes to combat, he makes 1/1 tokens with haste, and he actually himself gets pumped up plus X plus O. Of course, X being for each other goblin. So, and he's already got us down to 15, so I'm kind of worried about that. So let's go with that. I'm tempted to do a Mind Rot, but I think I'm willing to take a couple of more hits to see if he's got anything for 4 mana, so that we could dissolve it. So we'll just pass the turn. We'll sit idly by as we get hit in the face for 2 damage a turn. It's not too bad. I mean, we've got essentially a 7-turn clock at this point, so it's not too bad. It's a decent amount of time to stabilize. Which I feel like this deck takes a little while to stabilize, but I think that when it does a very, very good job. There's lots of removal. When you get stuff like Blood Gift Demon out, or Infernal Titan. What is this? Oh, didn't have time to stop the clock there. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has Vigilance, and at the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. Huh. Card draw, eh? What do we do? Let's play. See, the thing is, we don't have another blue source, otherwise I'd be very happy to Vapor Snag his token. Although, because that would kill it. I mean, returning any token to your hand kills it automatically because it doesn't go back to your hand. I don't think I want to Mind Rot yet, so let's just see if we can sit on some drops. I'll play a land though. It'd be kind of stupid not to. And I think next turn we've actually got the Blood Gift Demons, so I think next turn we can stabilize. And at least we've got Dissolve mana up, just in case he wants to play something. He plays a tapped land. He's gonna attach. So I think in response to him attaching that, I don't think he's gonna play anything else. We're actually gonna return that to his hand. That way he can't hit me for 4 damage. So he's just gonna play it again. He gets his card draw, which is fine. We've got Blood Gift Demon next turn. At least we save some damage and we skip the equip as well this turn, which is good. Clearly he wasn't going to play anything else, although he's got 5 cards in hand, so anything is possible. But I feel like the Blood Gift Demon is large enough that with whatever creatures he's got on board, unless he maybe has, you know, equip Prey Upon, but this is nice. Another blue source. I hate playing stuff. I hate tapping out with counterspells in hand, but He's tapped out as well, so let's just get that going. We're at 12 life, we can still get some card draw off of this. So flying at the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card, unless the target opponent sacrifices a creature or pays 3 life, which is pretty good. Oh, I do have this mixed up though. I thought this was the one where you can choose to pay a life and draw a card. This is not Bloodgift Demon, sorry, this is Indulgent Tormentor. That was Bloodgift Demon that I was talking about. This is Indulgent Tormentor. Clearly I have not been paying attention. Pretty good though, a 5-3, which I think is the same power and toughness as Bloodgift Demon. So as soon as I saw Demon 5-3, I was like, oh, Bloodgift. Okay. He's gonna equip. And he's gonna have a 3-1. And then I'm guessing he's gonna attack. Not that I want to block anyway, but I wouldn't be able to block even if I'd like to. Or wait, no, I would be able to block. Do I just kill his token? I don't think I want to. Not yet anyway. I'm just gonna take the 3, go down to 9. And next turn we're going to hit him for 5. And we're going to play another one. Yeah, we'll do that. He can sack a creature or pay 3 life. And I think he decided to pay 3 life. Sure. I'll play my land for turn. And you know what, let's go to combat. Let's see what he's got. He's sitting on 6 cards and 3 open mana. And we'll just hit him for 5 flying in the air. And let's just play another one. Why not? At this point, I think he's going to have to start either paying life or sacrificing creatures. Because, well, I guess it's no fun sitting on 2 counterspells when he can't cast them. But at the same time, we do have 2 Indulgent Tormentors, and he's going to play a blocker. 6/6, that's fine. He's got reach, so he can block one of our guys. We're going to just take this 3. So that'll bring us down to 6. I wish... I'm going to take this... It's a bit of a risk, but I'm wishing to draw into some form of removal. Or some kind of damage. So here we go. We're going to draw 2 additional cards. Unless he decides to pay life. But at this point, it's... okay, so he sacrifices a creature, and then he loses 3 life. Interesting. I'm gonna get him to ditch another 2 cards, although he's at 7, that's probably not too difficult to do. What to do? I think I actually want to stay back on defense. As much as it sucks. I mean, I'm at 6 life. I don't want to really take any more damage. And plus, he's got red on board as well. Now with another mountain. Prey pawn. We're gonna dissolve that. That's exactly what I was worried about. Think twice. Not exactly something I can use right now. Especially with the triggers on these guys. So we're gonna put it on the bottom of our library. And hopefully he doesn't have another prey upon, which would kind of suck. I mean, again, I don't want to take another 3 damage, but worst case scenario, I can double block and kill this dude. Not that I would want to then. I mean, you know, I can just chump with 1 and still have the card draw. I don't know, it's really hard. I mean, he's in a pretty advantageous position right now. The fact that he's got a token equipped just really makes me mad, because it's just a token. Yeah. He's gonna pump this guy up. Is it trample? It is trample. So I think I'm gonna have to double block. I am gonna have to double block and take 3, which really sucks. But it's trample as well. Like, I think I might just lose the game here. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, we're back for game 3. This is not looking too bad. I mean, it sucks that I don't have the mana to cast this guy. I think I'm gonna want to take another hand. Oh god, that was just so greedy. Let's go again. Alright, this is better, I guess. We've got to think twice. Let's keep this. Wow. Player is a guild gate, pass the turn. That's what happens when you get greedy in Magic. You get shitty hands. Alright, we're playing against black. Death Touch, 1/1 Death Touch. Freakish Chosen. Cool. So we're on a 20 turn clock. We're gonna play this, and I really don't think I want to Vapor Snag that, so let's just play that and pass the turn. Yeah, wasting a Vapor Snag on a 1-1, I mean, he's going to keep hitting me for 1. Okay. So I'm guessing this is some kind of graveyard recursion deck. Because he's got the Satyr there. Satyr? I don't know. Green dude that puts stuff in the graveyard. Well, he doesn't get his visionary at least. So, oh, he's playing green, white, black. Interesting. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Okay. Well, at least he got one of his removals. I don't know if he's got a way of getting that back. He hits us for 1. God, these tap lands, eh? I almost just want to play this guy. Let's play our land. Let's play our Goblin Electromancer. Pass the turn. Goblin Electromancer is pretty good. He's 1 red, 1 blue. And instant and sorcery spells that we cast cost 1 colorless less to cast. 2/2 Goblin. Not too bad, really. It's pretty ideal for these kinds of decks. Red, blue. Red for a bit of burn. Blue for a bit of counter magic. He's going to cultivate. I guess he's a little short on land. 5 cards in hand at this point. 6 now with 1 going into the field, I believe. I think he gets 2 lands from that. He's going to hit us for 1. Reveal those cards. Okay. Yeah, 2 basic land cards. He's going to hit us for 1. We're not going to block. That would be dumb. We'll go down to 18. And hopefully we get a good draw. Ooh! Well, I mean, it'd be good to have out, especially, yeah, these 2 goblins are pretty solid. So the nice thing now is that our spells cost 1 less to cast, and we're just going to swing, because why not? If he wants to block, he can block. This guy, Gutter Snipe, does 2 damage every time he casts a spell to the opponent, which is pretty good. So not only is our stuff cheaper to cast, but now we can cast it more often as a result, and we can do damage to our opponent with Gutter Snipe. The only thing missing from this deck, although I'm not sure if it would really be a viable strategy, would be Young Pyromancer. Whenever you cast a spell, ooh, yeah, he's going to get rid of the Gutter Snipe, so he knows what's coming. Oh, that's a really expensive removal spell, like 5. It's pretty bad. So we're going to play that. This is instant speed. Return creature to its owner's hand. Lose 1 life, sure. I'm wondering if I should just get 2 damage in. I mean, it almost doesn't seem worth it to me. I think I'm not going to attack just because he can block. And I think I'm going to just pass the turn. And I think we're going to actually think twice on his turn. So if he's got nothing to do. Oh, what is this? Aegis Angel. Oh man. Let's respond to that actually with Think Twice. Yeah, let's respond because we might be able to draw a counterspell, and if we draw a counterspell, we don't draw a counterspell. Okay. So I think end of his turn we're going to return. Hey, just not too happy with me pausing it all the time. This guy. I don't think he likes me pausing for casting blue spells. We're not going to block, so we're just going to pass. And at the end of his turn, I'll just... Whoa, why? I pressed the spacebar, that's really weird, it just didn't... Alright, buddy. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Let's go to combat. I'm gonna swing. Because why not? And then I'm going to return this to his hand. Because why not? And then we'll do 2 damage as well. This guy's too funny. Yeah, take it like a man. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 more mana. we'll be able to play this guy. And I think if we can get Infernal Titan out, like, he just wins us the game instantly. I think the only thing they can do in response to this is just a tactical scoop. Infernal Titan's pretty good. Oh damn, we didn't even pass the turn. We're so busy dreaming about Infernal Titan that we didn't even pass the turn. Wow, this guy is more scary than I am. Alright, so the cool thing about returning this to his hand is now we can counterspell it. And Gutter Snipe, it's not going to be too useful for us right now because we don't really have any spells in hand. I mean, we can probably flashback, I think, twice. So, probably going to want to, you know what, let's take it. Let's take it, because it could be a land on the other side, and, you know, it would suck to get a land as opposed to Gutter Snipe, so let's do that. Untap, draw. Although, yeah, I guess I could have... I guess I kind of messed up there. I guess I could have gotten a land to play the Infernal Titan, but that's okay. We'll play Gutter Snipe. Ideally, I'd like to play him post-combat, but that's okay. So he's saving for blockers, because now he's kind of scared. I feel like once Infernal Titan comes out, though, we're going to be able to take care of his little 1-1 here, and then we can start swinging in. And it looks like we've got enough mana for... Okay, let's scare him some more. We'll do 2 damage to him from the flashback on Think Twice. Oh god, I gotta only run one of these in this deck. I don't know why I have 2, that's really weird. Stop that. No. I gotta admit, it does suck playing against blue. I play EDH with some of my friends, and is this Seance? No, I don't know why I thought it was Seance. Triumph of Ferocity. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card if you control the creature with the greatest power or tie for the greatest power. Well, thankfully that's not the case. He's gonna pass the turn. I hope we get a land. Oh god. Well, Charmbreaker Devils is almost just as good, but we still can't play him because we need Man, that sucks. Alright, well, let's just pass the turn. We just have to wait for a land, I guess. That's the only thing. Oh god, so many good cards, can't play them. I think I need to replace this with a land, honestly. I think I only need 1. Having 2 just kind of sucks. So, in response to the Cloud Shift, let's do this. Just gain 5 life. Why not? I mean, he's not hitting us for much anyway. Why would he Cloud Shift that? Oh, the Wayfinder. I thought he was Cloud Shifting his 1/1. Well, his other 1/1. Okay, so he's got a Elixir of Immortality of his own. Cloud Shift again. Wow, he's digging for something. Like, what has he got? Oh god. Well, that's scary. That's pretty scary. That's also pretty scary. What did he do? Nothing. He's not going to attack. Come on, land. Oh, land off the teasy. Infernal Titan it is. We're going to do 1 to his dude, 1 to his other dude, and 1 to his face. Now we're going to crush. What does he have to say about that? Not much. Now we're going to crush in. Well, I guess he's not going to be... I guess he's not going to have the creature with the most power anymore. At least not for now. Next turn we can play... not this. This. Charmbreaker Devils. Although we don't really have anything in our graveyard, but that's okay. He's going to play an Elvish Visionary, draw a card. That's fine. I'm just going to pop it next time Infernal Titan attacks, which is going to be momentarily. He plays... Wow, okay. Well, I mean, I think that's fine. Okay, choose a creature to sacrifice. No, that is not fine. That is not fine at all. God, I guess I wanna do this. Because this reduces all of our spells. This, I don't know. He's at 15. Let's sack the Gutter Snipe. Oh god. Is this flying? It is not. Swamp Walk though, so we can't block it anyway. Huh. And we've only got the Gutter Snipe, huh? Well, why don't we play Storm Breath? And go to combat. I think I am going to swing with the Infernal Titan just because I can't block that anyway. And if he wants to trade, so be it. At least this way I can kill... Well, I'm not going to bother killing. I'm just going to do 3 damage to him. So we're going to do players. And at least we do 3 damage to him. If he wants to block it, fine. That's fine. I can probably monstrous him pretty soon. He's going to block with his 1/1. Wow, I'm surprised. I thought he would want to... Okay. Let's play the Elixir and pass the turn. Fucking hate Infernal Titan. Yep. He's a boss. Sure is. Infernal Titan is amazing. I'm kind of curious though, with the amount of health that he has, why he hasn't... I mean, unless he gets like a big 6/6 flyer or something. He gets his Farigis chosen back. Okay, another Wayfinder, sure. I mean, I think we've got enough. 5, 6, 7? 2, 3, 4. We don't have enough to monstrous him, but we can play a Charmbreaker Devils, although really for no effect, it kind of sucks. It would have been nice to have him earlier. We're at 22. Oh wow, what? Do we not... Oh, I guess I don't have a swamp in play, so I can block that. It's really weird. Okay, I guess that's why he didn't decide to trade. I'll just take 6. We're clearly at the advantage with life total here, so should be okay. Gonna clear out these 2 guys when I swing with Infernal Titan. Huh. Yeah, I guess I've got no choice, eh? He's gonna keep making us sack, which kind of sucks. Let's do that. And let's play that. And let's go to combat. And alternatively, I can also pump Infernal Titan. Let's just do this. And let's attack. You know what? I'm not even going to bother killing his creatures. I'm just going to do damage to him. I think this might be game. I don't think he can do enough damage to us. So there's 3 that's going to go through. He's got to take 5, so he's in a 2-turn clock. Even if he gets us to sacrifice one of our creatures, yeah, he has to block at this point. Like, it kind of sucks to lose Infernal Titan to that, but whatever. He's going to be dead. Like, he's at 1. If we draw a shock or whatever, he's going to be dead as well, so I'm not really concerned. The only thing that would suck is if he manages to bring back like a 6/6 flyer right now. That would sort of put the nail in my coffin, but Cloud Shift. Yeah, he's definitely digging for something. I mean, this is pretty strong. Shieldred, I guess. I don't know. I'm not great at pronouncing these names. Whoever comes up with these names at Wizards of the Coast, I don't know. They're definitely creative. Alright, Terra Stomper, sure. Does it have haste? No. Okay. I'm not gonna bother blocking because it's just gonna get sacked. I think he's just dead. I mean, unless he doesn't have any white, so he can't prevent any damage. I don't know if there's any green prevent damage spells. Let's sack the Devils. Draw a card. Can we monstrous this? We sure can. What does it do? It deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of cards in that player's hand. He's got 2 cards. Oh, that's so funny. We can just kill him by monstrosing this. We don't even have to attack. GG. I'm going to go over the deck list with you real quick, just so you can see what I'm playing. Grixis Control. Let's edit the deck. Alright, so we'll take a look at the land base. We've got 6 islands, 4 swamps, and 5 mountains. And we're running 3 crumbling necropolises, 2 guild gates of each kind. So we've got 2 Rakdos, 2 Izzet, and 2 Dimir. And that is our land base. And then we've got 2 Quickens. This card is really, really good. I mean, we don't have that many sorceries in here. It's not so much used for drawing sorcery or being able to play sorceries. It's more so for the card draw. Like, pay 1, draw a card is not too bad. And especially if you've got Gutter Snipe or something out, or even Young Pyro if you decide to include it in your version of the deck. It's pretty solid. Vapor Snag, really can't go wrong with it. Instant speed, remove a target back to their opponent's hand, they lose a life. Alternatively, I could have won with that one last game. Think Twice, one of my favorite cards from Innistrad. Draw a card, flashback 3, pretty good. Negate, because why not? 2 of those. It's always good to play against spell-heavy decks. Even if you don't play against spell-heavy decks, I feel like a lot of cards like Ordeals or other enchantments or auras are also considered spells, of course, so you get to negate those as well. Chasm Skulker's pretty good. We've got 2 of these. 3 mana for a 1-1, but he gets a 1-1 counter each time you draw. Obviously, there's a lot of draw in here, so draw, draw, draw. If you've got a Chasm Skulker out, he gets pretty big pretty fast. We've got 3 Dissolves, pretty cool. Just hard counter, scry 1. A couple of Ulcerates as well. Take a little bit of damage, get rid of a something that's 3/3 or below. Pretty nice. The Mind Rot, not too many of these, just 2. As you saw in the first game, it kind of came in handy, but not really the other 2 games, so I'm thinking maybe I might take this out. But it's good to sort of remove your opponent's threats. It's not so much like you want to remove their answers, you want to remove their threats, because if they don't have any threats, no matter how many answers they have, they still can't kill you, technically. So then we've got the Pseudo Bloodgift Demon Indulgent Tormentor, flying 5/3. Beginning of your upkeep, draw a card unless target opponent sacrifices a creature or pays 3 life. Really cool to have that out while you have your Chasm Skulker out as well. 2 of those. 3 Shocks, pretty self-explanatory. 2 Anger of the Gods, because we don't really have a lot of creatures that are very, very small. We just have mostly spells. Our win conditions come in the form of like Infernal Titan and Stormbreath Dragon. Because we have a lot of spells, the Gutter Snipe is really, really good. We've got 2 of those. The Stormbreath Dragon, of course, really amazing, winning our last game there by just becoming monstrous. This guy doesn't need a monstrosity because he's already pretty monstrous. He deals 3 damage, split among permanents. Well, I guess creatures or players that you decide when he comes in, and when he deals combat damage? No, when he attacks, which is pretty sweet. And you can also pump him up +1/+0 until end of turn with 1 red. Really good. Charmbreaker Devils, obviously really good to have in here. I think I might remove one of these though, but yeah, the Charmbreaker Devils. Beginning of your upkeep, return a random instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Pretty solid stuff. You can keep reusing your negates and your dissolves and all that good stuff. Pretty annoying for the other guy. This, like I said, Elixir of Immortality is good because once you've gone through all your counter spells, all your draw spells and all that, if you get into a stalemate or you're playing in the mirror and you're just kind of really, really grindy, you can do this to shuffle up your deck and your graveyard together, and you can just use your cards again, which is pretty sweet, and it gains you 5 life. Can't go wrong with that. And of course the Goblin Electromancer, 2 of those. We have that in here because obviously he makes everything else except for our big creatures, or any of our creatures, cheaper to play. So, I mean, I think, let's say probably about 70%. How many spells do we have here? 25 spells and only 11 creatures. So we have more than double the amount of spells than we do creatures. And that's why he's good. He doesn't stay out on the field very often. I mean, he gets killed usually pretty quickly. But if you can keep him out, he definitely goes to work for you. Alright guys, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it as always. If you liked this video, or disliked it, please click the like or dislike button below the video. And of course, let me know what you thought in the comments below. That's going to do it for this one. Stay classy guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.